What's going on? The Viking Marketer here. On this video, you're going to get the exact blueprint that is going to make you $1 million from making videos. Video editing and video construction is one of the biggest high-ticket skills that you can learn. So watch this video, take the notes, run the blueprint, make your videos like this, and make some money. See you at the end.
Hey, I'm the Viking Marketer, and this is my business partner and fellow founder of Digital Freedom Movement, Kellen Chivy. Since 2017, we went from mechanics busting our knuckles every single day, never getting days off, to unlocking freedom for ourselves and helping thousands of other people just like yourself do the exact same thing. Subscribe and tune in and see how we're creating freedom for thousands of people.
Okay, so video creation, the keys to going viral, time. All right. So the most important part of a video is the very first of the video, okay? So back in the 1970s, our attention span was 12 minutes. It's crazy. So you could have 12 minutes to pull somebody's attention. And that's why TV commercials used to be such a powerful thing, is because like those things were like 30 seconds to a minute long. You're tuned in the whole time. But nowadays, as soon as like your program's off, commercials start, you're like, oh yeah, cell phone, onto this, onto that, doing 10 different things. I watch TV, play video games, and talk to other people all at the same time. Well, doing it all, I can't just focus on one thing. And that's because our attention spans now have gone all the way down to a drastic 9 seconds. So that is why the intro of your video needs to be good. Okay, so that means the hook of your video needs to be good. Even before you start talking about yourself, I would definitely say like jump into some type of hook, some type of funny thing, some type of like cliff drop, mic drop kind of moment to really get people in there. And like I said, it doesn't even have to be like something's like the most true. Like if you watch a lot of these TikTokers, and because the TikTok people are honestly some of the best people with these hooks to really reel people in, if you go through people's feeds of people that are giving business advice or, you know, getting into those things, not just giving like their own thoughts and anecdotes and stuff like that, but what they do is like, this video is going to be the best one. This is the best websites ever. This is the best. And if you scroll through it, it's like everything is always constantly the best. This is life-changing. This is ultimate. This is that. It doesn't matter if you say almost the same hook every time or a variation of this is the most important information that you could ever know. Because if you're not giving out important information, then you can't really say it. But I'm sure you are giving out important information. So this is life-changing things. I'm sure they can make more money with these things. But it goes down back to that belief system that do you believe what you're doing at this moment is doing that? And if you do believe it, then you can articulate and have the conviction that that's actually how it's going to be showing up. But that's what you need to be doing. It doesn't have to be some profound, never heard of before hook on the spot or anything like that. Just say it's like the best. Just say it's life-changing. Say it's going to make them more money. Say it's going to change their life. Say it's something that they cannot miss, or they'll be shocked, or they'll never heard this before. Because when you challenge people like that, they're more likely to watch it to the end. So make sure, guys, every one of your videos, first 10 seconds, you are hooking people in. I would always hook people in and then intro yourself, okay? So what is first? Okay, so your hook can be presented in multiple different ways, but the first thing that needs to be in there is some type of pattern interrupt, okay? So pattern interrupt can be in multiple different ways. It could be like, ah, but you weren't expecting that, baby. And it's just like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that. Like throw people off. Or like all of a sudden, like you just like say something random. Or if you don't want to do some crazy action and you actually want to be like normal, like you can make a big promise. So a big promise, big desire. So it's just like, I promise by the end of this video, you'll be a better human being. That's probably not the best one because a lot of people don't care about that. I promise by the end of this video, you'll have a clearer image of what you're going to, how you're going to make your first $1 million. I promise by the end of this video, blah, blah, blah. But some type of big desire with a big promise, something that you know your audience wants, That's what it is. Okay. And then some type of strange sound or action, like, or like some type of dance moves. Maybe better dance moves than that. So, but yeah, like some type of crazy thing or something that would stimulate thought by asking a question that people wonder about. Have you ever wondered like how many people it took to land on the moon? Have you ever wondered how many insects are in this world? Like what? Have you ever wondered how much money is made online on a daily basis? Like some type of thing, like, yeah, I wonder about this stuff all the time. I just didn't realize it until this moment. So like some type of crazy question that's like thought-provoking that will keep people engaged in what you're doing and how you're doing it. So that is what you should be doing first. Within the first 10 seconds, that's what you should be doing. And just try to make sure it aligns with your audience. If your audience is a bunch of super professional people, don't be like, did you ever wonder how many beers I could drink in a night? And then you start slamming a beer or something and be like, that's way off base. If you have a bunch of parents, you don't go like, be like, hey, did you ever wonder like how many like dance moves I could do with these chicks behind me? Like something that doesn't like, go along with the culture of your audience. You guys always want to be looking at the culture of your audience that way and kind of aligning all your content there. Obviously, that's part of the avatar, right? And then after just the introducing yourself, your identity. So like as John was doing, this is SWR, Jared Jenny, and John Olson, aka Cheers, coming at you. So it's easy, quick way just of that. And I would just say like either list your type of company, which he did, which is their brands, and then quick value of tell something about yourself. So like your hook should also be a hook in some type of way. Like I help people get freedom every single day. I help the everyday person go from a life of struggle to a life of abundance every day. I've helped thousands of people be able to do this. I've helped thousands of people be able to start making money online. I make it easier with my battle tested strategy for you to make $1,000 extra a month with doing very little work. Whatever the hook is that you want to put onto yourself that kind of describes what you want to do, it should be kind of blasted all over your page anyways. And that's what you want to say. So I'm Mark Wilson, the Viking Marketer. I help the everyday person live a life of abundance with my battle tested strategy that is by far the easiest thing to implement and find success with. So it's just like saying something like that, boom, you're there. Okay. Awesome. And then right after that, like you hit them back with the hook. So you hit back relating to whatever you introed the video at, the big promise, the big desire, the big hook, like going in. I know I just told you that this was the big promise I have, and don't you worry, I'm about to break it down for you. So stay tuned, watch to the end. Your life is about to change. Whatever the thing is that you've already said in the beginning that was like your pattern interrupt, if you did make a promise, just repeat that and just kind of engage that to kind of move it along, even if you've already said it, or just start saying one now so you can really start hammering in what they're about to be learning, because people want to know where they're going, right? Like if you see a store and you're like, oh, I think this is the store I want to go in, but the store is called like Balls, and what you're looking for is liquor. So you're just like, the store's called Balls, and I don't see any liquor in the windows or anything like that. You start getting concerned. You start second guessing. Why am I going to be walking into the store? This can't be right. And they start backing up. So if you're not telling people why they're watching this video, be like, I don't know why I'm even watching this right now, and how it's going to help me. So I'm going to go do something else. And it's quicker, easier that way, right? So even if they normally watch you, they won't if they don't know why they're watching you. So make sure you continue to do that. Okay. And then the narrative. So basically you start telling the story of whatever it is, and have to like stimulate emotion with this. So, I mean, a good example is a lot of Renee's content. He does a very good job of storytelling, right? In his content. So you go watch like his kind of narrative on any of his things. It's right there. So you can tell some type of story if you want. You can tell really whatever you want to be doing in there. So say like you ask them like some stimulating question. Do you know how many people, or like, do you know what the difference between an astronaut and an entrepreneur is? I'm about to tell you. Stay tuned. And then you'd be like, it is crazy how similar the pathways between an astronaut and an entrepreneur is. And astronauts have to work their whole lives to be able to land on the moon, but entrepreneurs do it every single day. Is that crazy? Are you ready to land on the moon? Because I'm about to show you. That's my big promise to you today, is I'm going to show you as an entrepreneur how you're going to be landing on the moon. And then you go, well, entrepreneurs and astronauts can land on the moon are very similar because they're both in perseverance. And honestly, like every single day could be the biggest disaster in an astronaut's life, and it could blow up in their face, and they could be out there in the abyss of space. But the same thing could be happening with an entrepreneur. Every day, anything can be going wrong with their business, and it can blow up in front of them. So they're constantly have to think on their feet, constantly have to be focused in on where they want to go. Well, all of a sudden, what their objective is, what their focus is, could be blowing up. And I mean, you may not know this, but some of the most successful people in the world are also are focused on both space travel and business growth. And people are like, wow, that's blah, 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 blah. Like they're like, oh, wow, that's interesting information. So it's just like, go through something like that. And you want to be like trying to tell these stories through the other person's eyes, like through how they're seeing it, not just your own self. So you want to just keep pulling them in. And keep pulling them in as you tell the story. So you want to make sure that it's related. You want to make sure that it has some type of knowledge about it. So people are like, have those aha moments. And then you want to make sure that they can relate to it in some type of capacity. So I hope that all makes sense to you guys. If it's not, and I'm talking too fast, please let me know. The next part is transitions. So it's like, how can you go from narrative, promise to close? So you have to like double down on the emotion that's been brought in on it. I did a really bad job about that astronaut thing, but obviously I'm just talking on my feet right now, as I had no plan on what story I was going to tell. I probably should have had one. But you just want to make sure that you're going to double down on the emotion that they would have felt, that like landing on the moon, being an astronaut, being an entrepreneur, and the chaos and everything like that, and like doubling down on like those feelings that they would feel. So I know that you're an entrepreneur, know you felt like the disaster every single day, and it's tough, but you just have to tie it all together and make sure that you're always focused on where you want to go. And I think this could be harder. And some of the best ways of doing that is be able to surround yourself with great people. And that is what I've created. And then you go to the end, and then you go to the call to action. I've created this community of a bunch of entrepreneurs that all get together. They all talk constantly, and it's great. It's helped so many people that have struggled in the abyss of space, of life, of success, not being able to level themselves up, not being able to go where they want to go, and really help them get those breakthroughs, because now they're getting those positive influences that they wanted. Now they find it easier because they're surrounding their life full of other people that are like-minded, that are going to the right thing. And that is what I have to offer you today. I have to offer you this mastermind that has drastically changed people's lives. Blah, 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 blah. Just book a call with me. Just hit me up in the comment section below and just say call, and I will message you, and we'll get connected, and we'll book a call, and I'll show you how you can get into this exclusive mastermind group, and if you are the right person that we want part of that. Because honestly, we got to make sure that all the people that we're working with are the right people that are filling other people up. So it is a very exclusive offer, but I am super pumped to see if you are the right person for that. So hit up the comment section, say call, and I will do that, and we'll get you out of that abyss, blah 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 blah, and into that call, like the call to action cell. So that's essentially how you'd want your videos to go. I know I just rambled on a whole bunch about a whole bunch, and I did that really quickly, but I hope you guys got the understanding of what, like how that should go. So like you could always go with the videos, let's just say for like, there's like 6 days left, or on the first, the price is going up. Hey, I know that you've wanted to be able to quit your job. I know you have. I am Mark Wilson, the Viking Marketer. I help people every single day be able to quit their jobs, live a life of freedom. And it's easier than anybody ever thinks. It was easier for me. I just had to get out of my own way and start surrounding myself with the right people. And that's how I was able to do it. I implemented some steps, asked some questions, and I'm here today being able to help people just like yourself be able to do that. But the issue is right now, there is a bit of an issue because on October 1st, the price is going up. And I know you and me have talked before in the past. And when we did talk, you were like, yes, Mark, my life is cool. It's awesome. I've been comfortable, but I would like to have a better life. And you know what? There's so many people. I was talking to my friend, Russell, the other day. Russell, he is a plumber. And you know what? He built his own plumbing company from the ground up, but he was just so tired of having to do all that physical labor. He really needed a way out. And he really needed a way that he could spend more time with his kids. And it sucked because they just started school. And he was already missing events. He wasn't able to drop off his kids at school. And they were literally crying every day when he was going to work. And it sucked for him. And I'm sure you felt something similar to that because it's unfortunate when those situations happen. It happened to me too. And that's why I was so pumped when I could start working with Russell. So we started working within a month. He was already making 5 figures online and it was just crazy. But anyways, enough about Russell and all his success and definitely your future success. But what's going on, and the reason why I'm actually talking to you today is because the price of my mentorship is about to go up. And I don't want you to have to pay more and honestly wait longer to be able to get to that success. I want you to be able to do that today. So what I need you to do is message me. And we'll get connected because I know you've already wanted to enroll, and let's get that done before October 1st. So when we get that done before October 1st, you can save yourself some money and get yourself to success faster, because the best thing that I ever learned was success loves speed. It is almost impossible to find success and wealth slowly, but it is very easy to find success quickly. So quickly comment below. I only have so many slots that I'm going to be able to take up from now and October the 1st. So hit me up. I'll make sure that we're the right fit still for each other, and I'll get you all hooked up and we'll get you plugged in and you can be the next Russell. I look forward to seeing you in my comment section. Talk soon. Boom. Like that's the video that I would be putting out for that kind of thing. So I really hope that you guys can go back, watch that like a million times, whatever it is. That was all spitballing. I wasn't prepared or anything like that. I almost feel like I should collect that myself and like tap that in. But yeah, that's the kind of video that I would be plugging in for like the price going up, something along that. Plug that in, put it to the top of your news feed on both your fan page and on your personal, and throw that out there. See which fish come biting, because they will. They'll definitely come biting. So
I hope you gained a tremendous amount of value on making money online and the online business world. I know it's not always the easiest thing to break into, so this is why we put out these videos on YouTube and all the other free content that we put out. But if you actually want to work with us and get some of this one-on-one mentorship that we provide inside of our community, reach out to us and we will get you set up with a one-on-one call with one of our advisors. We will set up a customized plan for your online business and how we're going to get you scaled to 5 figures quicker than anywhere else on the internet.